All right. So, guys and gals, it's Troy from ATXRC Productions here in Austin, Texas. Hopefully, soon to be ATX Drone Space, which would be a local shop here in town, dedicated to not only obviously selling and servicing and maintaining drones, but educational services for pilots that are purchasing drones. Nobody walks out the door without at least a brief 30-minute education class, and all kinds of other services and member services available. So something I'm working on and some other people, local pilots with me, are working on. Exciting. I can't wait to get it going. It's going to happen. That, as well as those that have seen any of my videos and recent ones, know that I recently received a citation. I received a citation while flying this drone. It is a custom-built F450 that's been turned into a Team Black Sheep Discovery chassis. I was flying within regulations, within bounds, within laws. There's no laws against it here in Austin. However, I was given a citation. That's all in another video. Feel free to go check it out. However, due to that circumstance, the idea of ATX Drone Space, which has been being kicked around and being moved upon in the last few weeks, coupled with the every single day fighting and sensationalized news stories coming out, I really wanted to put this public service, I guess, announcement out. Before you see drones. You see the most popular ones here, obviously the Phantom series. This is a professional P3. Just did some repair work on it. The new and future tech, which is going to be the 3DR Solo. And like I said, custom builds like this. Custom builds like my mini FPV quadcopter up there that's actually a racer. These are what are on the market today. There's others, there's all kinds of them. Drones are here. Drones will be made, drones will be flown, drones will be sold. The only real questions we have are, what's the legalities of it gonna be? Who's gonna be able to fly them? Where we're gonna be able to fly them? And how we'll be able to fly them? Those are some great questions. They're questions I think about every day. More and more so as different situations have occurred, like the citation. Speaking with the supervisor yesterday, Sergeant Randy Deere with the officers, came up with a great idea. I asked him if he would be willing to go out and meet with me and a couple other local pilots that would put on a demonstration of drones, speak to the supervisors of the APD, Austin Police Department, about how to approach drone pilots and how to properly approach those situations, as well as properly approach the complainants that are putting in these calls or asking the police department to step in. It's really important in my eyes that the police and law enforcement start taking an active role in helping us push the actual drone technology into the public's eyes in a positive way. They're the first responders when at a call, for instance, like mine, where a security guard, probably a little freaked out because of some FBI pamphlets circulated the week before, thought it was illegal and called in a 911 call. He first called 311 and they apparently told him to call 911 because they didn't have any codes that I broke. It should have stopped right there. If he understood the law properly and he understood what was really going on at the time, he could have handled the situation better. He could have approached me instead of yelling at me. He could have, instead of calling 911, known the actual law. They won't know these things until the police that are responding, just like if you make a false call on something else, would educate them on, hey, we really can't be bothered by this. We had 2 patrol cars out here for 45 minutes dealing with a situation that's not one we should be dealing with. You have to be more responsible in calling these situations in. That being said, I put no fault on anybody in this situation, really. It's just the fear and the current climate of drones. We have to change it. drone pilots, all of us out there that are on YouTube and on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, we got to stop arguing. Who cares which is better right now? Because at some point, we need to be able to fly them, and that's what really matters. The public, the media, the lawmakers, congressmen, all the politicians, we understand that there's a business for news media in producing negative stories. It's not just in drones. You can insert anything in here. Cop shootings, all kinds of things. Negative stories sell, supposedly. I would argue that the word drone itself sells. I don't care if it's negative or positive. You put drone in a newscast, just the word drone, and it's gonna get views. The conventional ways of news reporting and stuff, we've got to get that. We've got to stop. Positive. There is positive stories all over the place. There was a positive story where a kid just got found here in Texas by a drone. I don't know what else to do other than just try to impart my experience and my knowledge to the ones here in Austin. So that's what I'm going to do. I ask and beg that the pilots out there that are arguing on Facebook, stop arguing. All the time that you spent all day on that one post arguing about he flew 200 feet higher than he should have, guess what? You're not the FAA. He's not the FAA. Just let it be. I understand self-policing, but self-policing, again, can be positive. No more negative. Take your drone out and show the public what it can do. Show your neighbors. Don't yell at your neighbor and tell him that I'm not doing anything illegal. You can't tell me where to fly. Yes, he can. Because as a human being, you should respect the fact that you're making him uncomfortable. Whether you believe in it or not, it's your responsibility. Nobody put a gun to your head and said you had to fly a drone. That being said, you shouldn't affect people with your drone. If they ask you to leave, boom, leave. If you really want to try to make a difference, land, respectfully approach them, and maybe try to educate them or talk to them about it. But yelling at each other and projecting negative energy about it is not helping. All we're going to see is the next news story is going to be some guy got shot because he wouldn't land his drone. And then the drone crashed into the freeway and caused 3 wrecks. I'm just making this up, but that's what we're going to see if we keep doing this. Politicians, I get it. It's that time of year. It's that year. You want to stand on a platform about drones are bad, drones are negative, you should be able to shoot them out the air if they're over your house. You feel free. I pity you, and I feel really, really sad that you feel like you have to take all that negativity and turn it into fear and make people scared of something in order for you to get what you want, and those people don't see it. That's on them that vote for you. I won't vote for you. You know what? In 5 years, you're going to be begging to be a part of the positive drone movement. In 4 years, you're going to be running your next term on trying to say, oh no, we're all about promoting safe flying and getting flying places for all drone users. That's what we should be working on this year. You think it's too late, politicians? It's not. Get off your soapbox and quit striking fear into the public. You're helping the media portray it as negative. There's money and there's damn sure power, more power and money to be had in the positive than the negative. The negative money and power is going to run out real soon. The positive power and money, that's who's being quiet. Those are the people that are doing work right now, making this safer, more fun, easier to do, and at the end of the day, making positive impacts. We got to get it under control. As people, as individual pilots, and as a community. Whether you are a pilot or want to be a pilot or you know nothing about it. Before you speak anything negative, do the research. I'm not saying spend hours on it. You want to say that I'm spying on you? Go look up some drone videos and really see how easy it would be to spy. You want to call the guy down the road flying a jerk for flying over your house? Go down there and ask him about it. Ask him why he flies. I fly because it's fun, but mainly I fly because it's a controlled anxiety. I'm able to control this in a way that I can't control other anxieties in my life, and that allows me some sort of therapy. Really, I mean, that's why and when I fly. Don't get me wrong, I go out and do it just for fun too, but I'm saying when I'm flying, there's a high level of anxiety that I'm in control of, and that's what I enjoy about it. Is being able to control all of that while also looking at great views and taking great pictures and videos. And then there's the whole other side of editing and sharing. That's another thing. These are drones. They're here. We're gonna sell them, we're gonna buy them, we're gonna fly them. More importantly, this is the future of a lot of different things. You can fight it, you can be against it, it's gonna happen. People are gonna do good things, people are gonna do bad things. People are gonna use these to go higher and faster and farther. People are gonna use them just the way they're intended and just for low level fun and not a lot of excitement. I could say the same thing about drones, guns, cars, alcohol. Not just those things. Anything is going to always be taken to another level. Used in a right way, used in a wrong way. Gotta quit being scared. Let's quit with the fear the scare tactics by associating fear. It's gotta stop. Make a difference on your level. Contact your police department. Ask them what their policy is and then how they approach drone operators. It may not be the first person you talk to. You may have to talk to 2 or 3. You can't ever get frustrated or agitated or angry because it's not on them. We're the pilots. It's our duty to educate them. Offer to educate them. Offer to, from the top down, educate the supervisors. That's how this is going to work. I ain't got much else to say about this right now, but I really appreciate all the support. Thanks for all those that have been supporting me on the citation. I've got so much feedback, so many ideas and recommendations, and they all lead to the same thing, which is just do what you can to, make a difference, but it's going to get dismissed, and I know it. So I'm not worried about it. All the negative people out there, y'all feel free. I just ask you, what are you doing to make a difference? So answer it. I have no problem talking about any of this. So I really appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate the support. ATX RC Productions, ATX Drone Space coming soon. Thank you again, guys. Y'all fly safe, fly smart, fly for fun. Stop the fear.